Of the night. I'm not in there to try and knock Jake out in 10 seconds or 8 rounds. I'm gonna go in there and do a job. I'm gonna wanna hurt him. You know, I'm gonna wanna really hurt him in the ring. That's what I wanna do. That's what I'm here to do.
Major update as Anthony Joshua surprised everybody at the recent media event by striking Jake Paul after the internet personality spoke excessively. Joshua's anger was evident and his statements made it obvious he plans to damage Jake severely during the match. This is serious business. Supporters are amazed by his intensity.
If I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna break his face, I'm gonna break his body up, I'm gonna stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality, and I know what's in my heart, I know what's in my mind, and I'm here to compete. I'm here.
Roy Jones Jr. points out the composed and concentrated attitude Anthony Joshua displayed before the media event. Despite the disorder with Jake Paul, Joshua stayed controlled and determined, demonstrating the thinking of an experienced winner, prepared to manage the circumstances and establish his superiority during competition.
Just going through the motion, he's serious about it, you know, so I liked it.
Yeah, like his energy was like very calming throughout the week.
Yes, it was until now.
Tony Bellew shares how surprising the media event became a spectacle instead of a professional occasion. Anthony Joshua's dramatic move against Jake Paul has everybody discussing and expressing disbelief, demonstrating that Joshua's attendance alone can transform any gathering into major headlines.
For the sport. It's not that it's bad, it's frightening. But listen, this isn't boxing as a sport, this is the circus.
Tony Bellew emphasizes the incredible scale of this battle as Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul control discussions. The contest has sparked the interest of supporters worldwide, and Joshua's command guarantees that audience focus is at record levels, with hopes rising for an amazing confrontation.
But I think this fight's just gone took another toll.
It's absolutely grabbed the public interest now to another level, isn't it?
This is quite simply the biggest fight this country's ever seen.
It's going to be huge.
Jake Paul attempts to appear self-assured, but it's obvious he is miscalculating Anthony Joshua. Every statement he makes only increases excitement for Joshua to demonstrate why he is a past double world title holder and reveal that Jake Paul is absolutely not at the standard needed to last during battle with him.
Man, you know, he's a dumbass, and so it's gonna be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this, there's the back and forth, but fears I'm being so honest, man, this guy is easy work.
Johnny Nelson states plainly, Jake Paul is beyond his capability. Anthony Joshua doesn't participate in entertainment, and anybody entering his territory is meeting genuine outcomes. Jake Paul may be a performer, but Joshua's strength and ability make this contest dangerously unbalanced.
Jake Paul is crazy. If he thinks he can get it with Anthony Joshua, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and play tiddlywinks, I don't think AJ plays touch. He plays knock the F.
Eddie Hearn describes a clear image of exactly how risky this contest is for Jake Paul. Anthony Joshua is an elite competitor, and entering the squared circle with him is a gamble that shouldn't be dismissed. The cautions indicate this is no standard match.
But I said to Jake Paul, you ain't in a box, mate, and this ain't David Blaine. I said, so just be careful, because AJ will take your head clean off your shoulders, and it's you know, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And you take on that responsibility, and we all have to, so we got to think about that. But this is Anthony fighting a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. It's not something that we would normally do.
Yeah.
But we all...
Frank Warren details the confusion happening privately, but the focus stays on Joshua and Paul. Regardless of all the tension, supporters can't overlook the fascination, and the contest keeps controlling discussions. Joshua's command and Paul's inexperience make this an essential viewing event.
Penny dropped that the fight could never go forward, and some of the stuff that's come out since about people being, you know, the board being sued and something, but so forth, he's just a non-runner. It's crazy. I mean,
Jake Paul boasts loudly about his coordination and unexpected force, but Anthony Joshua has encountered professional rivals who struck stronger and quicker. Paul's confidence is amusing, but Joshua's background and talent make it doubtful that any strategies will protect him during competition.
AJ, I just know that I have the power and the timing. It's the shots that you don't see coming that knock people out. And I'm a tricky knockout artist that people don't give me enough credit for. I've won knockout of the year. So he has to be careful. And I do have the timing, the speed, and the tricks up my sleeve to be able to hit a shot on this guy that he doesn't see coming, that can put him to sleep 1000%.
Adam Smith stresses that while Anthony Joshua's strike on Jake Paul was unusual, it only increases the drama of the contest. This situation has made the occasion even more discussed, and supporters are excitedly expecting the destruction Joshua will deliver during battle, demonstrating why he is a genuine heavyweight winner with unequaled attendance and control over anybody, particularly a beginner like Jake Paul, who is obviously beyond his ability.
Price is big for the casual fans. Do we condone it? I mean, in boxing terms, should that happen at a head-to-head? Of course not, but these things do happen. This is the fight business, and it's just made it even bigger, and we wait to see what happens next. And
Tommy Fury states plainly that Jake Paul is completely overwhelmed. Anthony Joshua's technique and pure strength are at another dimension, so significantly that even with serious limitations, he would control. Paul's self-belief is ridiculous against Joshua's professional background. And this perspective from Fury confirms exactly how rapid and final the contest is probably to be when these two ultimately clash.
But if I can beat Jake Paul, then excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still wouldn't go past him.
Tony Bellew criticizes the complete madness of Jake Paul entering the squared circle with Anthony Joshua. The medical dangers for Paul are severe, and the difference is obvious. Joshua's background and technique make him the definite choice. And the threat Paul encounters highlights why this contest is discussed as a drama, but also a significant difference that could finish rapidly.
It's just a gross mismatch.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand his health is in jeopardy. So I'm not even entertaining it. I just think it's dangerous. And listen, I might have to work it, but it's just...
It's kind of ludicrous, isn't it, really?
It's insane. This boy is nuts. Is nuts, and I think he's putting his life before he's putting his life before.
Tommy Fury says it straight that Jake Paul is completely outclassed. Anthony Joshua's skill and sheer power are on another level. So much so that even with serious handicaps, he would dominate. Paul's confidence is laughable against Joshua's professional experience. And this view from Fury confirms just how quick and decisive the fight is likely to be when these two finally meet.
It's a dangerous fight. Of course, it's a dangerous fight. But I'm not here to be there selling their show. I've got no interest in the fighters from that perspective. I just think that he is a licensed boxer. He trains. He knows what he's getting involved with. He's not an idiot. And he knows what he's going to be up against, but he must believe in himself to do it.
Tony Bellew condemns the utter madness of Jake Paul stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua. The health risks for Paul are extreme, and the mismatch is glaring. Joshua's experience and skill make him the clear favorite, and the danger Paul faces underscores why this fight is talked about as a spectacle, but also a serious mismatch that could end quickly.
Fair. But Jake Paul going into a fight with Anthony Joshua, to me, is absurd. I mean, Anthony Joshua is a legitimate two-time heavyweight champion of the world. He may have got destroyed by Daniel Dubois, but notwithstanding, there's nothing physically wrong with Anthony Joshua that he can't execute. Mentally, he might be in a little bit of a difficult position after the loss.
Frank Warren acknowledges the danger present for Jake Paul, but respects Anthony Joshua's skill and preparation. Joshua is not reckless. He trains and knows exactly what he's capable of, making Paul's challenge even more foolish. The gap between Joshua's dominance and Paul's inexperience shows just how overwhelming Joshua is expected to be in battle. Simon Jordan highlights how absurd it is for Jake Paul to think he can fight Anthony Joshua. Despite Joshua's past setbacks, he remains a double heavyweight champion with all the physical advantages and experience to dominate. Paul's overconfidence and lack of elite experience make this mismatch obvious, and fans are eagerly waiting to see Joshua's mental and physical superiority unfold in competition.
This is a delusion that can get you in a spot of bother, and I'm looking at AJ in the face-off and I'm seeing a guy who ain't messing around, and he won't mess around on December 19th. He will go out there with bad intentions, and he will end this fight nice and early, and we'll have a great Christmas. and then we'll move on, and normal service will be resumed in 2026, which is to try and get that shot at a world title.
I mean, Eddie Hearn perfectly captures the intensity Anthony Joshua brings to this fight. From the confrontation alone, it's clear Joshua is focused and has no intention of wasting time in battle. His aggressive approach is not about showmanship, but about efficiency and dominance, aiming to end the fight decisively. Fans can expect a performance that showcases his professional experience and champion mentality. Every punch, every move is calculated and lethal, showing the massive gap between Joshua and Jake Paul. Paul's confidence will likely crumble under the relentless pressure and power that Joshua brings. And Hearn's assessment confirms that this fight is set to be one-sided if Joshua executes his plan correctly. Fans are ready for a display of a true heavyweight champion, proving his dominance without hesitation.
Will happen. This is a one-round job because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out loud.
The stage is set for one of the most anticipated heavyweight fights in recent history as Anthony Joshua prepares to face Jake Paul. Everything we've seen so far, from press conferences to expert commentary, paints a clear picture. Joshua is in complete control, mentally sharp, and physically ready to dominate. Jake Paul's confidence and self-belief may entertain fans, but the reality is that he is stepping into the ring with a double world champion who has fought and beaten much tougher challenges. Anthony Joshua's experience, dominance, and hunger for victory give him a massive advantage, and experts like Carl Froch and Eddie Hearn believe this could be a one-round display of Joshua's power and precision. However, the unpredictable nature of boxing keeps fans intrigued, and if Paul were to land a lucky shot or exploit a rare opportunity, it could shock the world. December 19th is not just a fight. It is a test of courage, skill, and mental fortitude.